Okay, so in this video I'm going to go with the concept of operating in cockroaches, copper and cows. It's a slightly novel concept that I've not, well, very novel, I've not seen anyone else use it, so it might be a bit confusing to start with, but it's straightforward when you get used to it. In this game, players do not have field armies as markers. They have a base of operations, which is this base, it says here, base hiding under a cube. This is Via's base in the wilderness here, and as well as a base of operations, they have static garrisons, which are these red control, well, red because they're Via's, these control markers, round control markers. There's a garrison on them. They're called garrisons, but they function as control markers, and they just stay where they're put and show that you have control of that part of the map. To represent your actual field army, we use this concept of operating, and your field army can act anywhere in operating range of your base. Now, if your base, there are basically two ways of operating, either along a railway or along a trail. If your base is in the wilderness, like here, you can only operate along trails, and you can operate along one trail. So Via here, that's funny, Via can operate in any of these spaces, which are one trail, there's a bit more here, one trail away from his base, so that's where he can operate. If his base is located, or if your base is located in a town, like Orozco's base here, you can still operate along trails, so Orozco can operate here, 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 and here, but because his base is in a town, he's also allowed to operate along the railway instead of along the trails. When you operate along the railway, you can trace as far along the railway as you get permission to do so. So, in this case, from Casas Grandes to Cuauhtémoc, the Federales control Cuauhtémoc, so Orozco can operate here, but he can't go any further. And because this is enemy controlled, really the only thing he can do here is really to attack it, because most sort of friendly actions require not enemy controlled locations for obvious reasons. You can't just like move in. In this direction, Orozco can operate all the way to Ciudad Juarez, and because he controls Ciudad Juarez, he can carry on along the rail line to Chihuahua City here. So, from his base in Casas Grandes, Orozco can attack Chihuahua, or he can operate in Chihuahua, and normally what you do when you operate is attack things, so he can go all the way over there. If someone else controlled Juarez, say Via, instead of Orozco, Via was in charge in Juarez, Orozco can do this if he gets Via's permission to move along that bit of railway. Similarly, if Via had owned Chihuahua, Orozco can operate all the way over to that town there, Ojinaga, or Jimenez, or Cuauhtémoc from the other direction, although that doesn't really do anything. So, when you operate, you cannot combine railways and trails. So, to operate in these areas, well, to operate in these areas, you have to be here, or somewhere else linked to it. You can't trace along the railway first. So, Orozco cannot operate, say, in this area by tracing along the railway and then along this trail. You can only use railways or trails. You can't mix the two up. But it's more likely to be the other way around. If his base was in Juarez, he wouldn't be able to operate where Via is or in this copper mine. But, anyway, so I hope that's clear. Your field army is centered on your base and can go and do things in its operating area, or playing out places where it can operate, but you never actually put it on the map as a counter. The strength is represented by your support, and like the area of movement is represented by where your base is located.